Child, and don't you cry. Your folks might understand you by and by. Let's move on up. What's up, Tiny Amy? Michael. The conversation. Yeah. What's up, people? We're going to have a good night tonight. I'm not going to hold you guys long. Yeah. All right, come on in, people. Yeah. My child, and don't cry. Your folks might understand you from by and by. Just move on up toward the pushing. Man, Joshua, keep on pushing. Yeah. Come on, get this on. Yeah. John D. 414 in the house, Miss Virginia in the house, Joshua in the house. Babe, thought I'm not gonna hold you guys long tonight, but I got some good stuff for y'all. Yeah. What's up, Michael? Hey, what's up, people? Yeah. Babe Solo just trying to bring it on home. Babe Solo got to bring it on home. She just love her music. Yeah, Amy. I hear you, Amy. I got that, Amy. Yeah, Amy. I just want to tell you tonight, Amy. I got a video with all of it and all in one, Amy. What you sent me, Amy, I will be playing it in one video because it is hot. Sean D 414 sent me the whole footage. You get to see it all. You guys gonna get to see it all tonight. I think it was very exciting. I say it was hot. It is good. Yes, it is. But I need to let people know about the SNAP benefits deadline for November the 1st. That's what I'm going to talk about, and I'm not going to hold you long on that one. And then I will be showing you some videos. Yes, I will. And I have it right here. Oh, my God. This is the topic that Babe Solo is bringing tonight about the SNAP benefits deadline, November the 1st, 2025. I should have put 2025. I don't want y'all to think it's November 2026. It's happening next month. So be prepared for it, people. Y'all know what to do. Do your 80 hours a month. You'll be fine. Those that are already working, you'll be fine. Those that have not had a job, you'll be fine. Those with kids, you're going to be fine. If your kids are over 14 years old, you got to go to work if you're able. Disabled people, you will be fine. Veterans, you'll be fine. Senior citizen, you'll be fine. Everybody will be fine. The only thing is, if they don't get that Affordable Care Act straightened out, that's when we all in trouble. So right now, we're fine. Okay, people? We're all fine. We're all fine. So don't let it get to you. Y'all live your life. Be happy. Be married. Be married. Just be married, be happy, and don't stress over this stuff. That's why Bay Solo give y'all nights off from now on over the weekend, because I am not going to sit up here 7 days a week anymore and try to talk about what these people are doing out here, fighting out there. And then I heard about October the 18th, they're going to be protesting all over the place. So right now, I doubt if I go do any protesting with anybody. That's not my character. That's not my nature. Yeah, I did it for my city, of course. That was different. It was small. But these protesters ain't no joke. They're pretty big and they large. And millions of people be out there. And I just hope everybody be safe and pray for those protesters, because they're out there protesting for all of us. Deborah Arizona Honeybee is in the house. I called out all the moderators tonight. Shout out to all the moderators. Deborah Arizona B, Sean D414, Amy. All right. Miss Regina, Michael, Joshua, Tiny. Everybody's here. That is wonderful to see my moderators. God bless you in Jesus' name. Yes. Bless face all And God bless the ones on the outside watching in. I thank you for coming to Bay Solo channel. I appreciate everyone, my new subscribers, all subscribers, even the non-subscribers. You guys are awesome. Bay Solo is awesome. And if you keep watching my channel, you will see who I am. This is the real me. I don't have no other side but my madness. And I try to work on that. I make sure I don't get out of character. That is something I don't like doing. I just want to have a better life than I had in the past when I was younger. I'm older now and I want to do better with my life. And so I seek for peace, joy, and happiness. That's why I'm so jolly when I come on. We talked there all I was doing before I got on. I was on the phone, chat with my family, and then I laugh, I express myself. And I put my music on. I love music. Music just, music is like a soothing. Y'all want to go to war? Let's go to war. Hold on. I could take y'all to war too. Let's go to war, everybody. Okay, we're going to go to war for a second before I get started, because I'm going to wait a little about 2 more minutes, maybe 3 minutes, how long that song is going. Now let's see who says something. Okay, everybody's speaking to one another. That's great. If anybody else got any topic in here so far, Sean D414 and Amy has topics in here. And the topic was, you got topic, let's be respectful. That's from Bay Solo. And then there's another one I got right here. Okay, Speaker John confronted for not swearing in Alita Gaza. Okay, Amy sent me a video. Sean D sent me the one with everything on there. I mean, everything. Ooh, I liked it too. It was hot. And see, right here, 4 Republicans voted against the traffic against Canada. So Trump lost in that area. I got that video to show you guys. So you guys will get a chance to see what I'm talking about. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, let me fix this and turn this off. See what's going on. Okay, and I'm going to play y'all this beautiful song, because the Democrats, they stood strong and they wasn't playing. And I like the way they did it. Wait till you get to see it. I got to get my sound back. What happened to my sound? This means war. That's what the Democrats said. This means war. Well, I'm going to show y'all on the video. I'm not talking about this other mess. Some people might not like what I'm saying when I said Democrat. But today, the Democrats, they stood their ground. They stood their ground. My soul, Running control on myself. But I'm singing lonely well. Every day, yeah, I want you all I pray. Don't have to be a thing I want tonight. This means war. Deborah King, he stood strong. Y'all gonna see the video why I'm talking like I'm talking tonight. I ain't got nothing against nobody party. All I know, the Democrats said, this means war. I bleed the blood. I bleed the blood. I bleed the blood. I bleed. There is power in the blood. Yeah. I've been through the storm and the rain. Whenever it's going wrong, I lift up my hand and I pray to my Lord. This means war. This means war. This means war. This means, I know October 18th they're gonna be out there protesting all over the United States of America. You can't have my family. You can't have my energy. You can't have my great heart. You can't have me. You can't have me. You can't have my vote. I bleed the blood. I bleed the blood. I bleed. And the blood of Jesus. I pray for them protesters in Jesus' name. Yeah. This means war. So God can change things. They can't take everything from you, people. This means war. This means war. Yeah, people. Yeah, I just love the way his face expression. He be like this. I love that man's face expression. He said, "This me." Whoa. Oh, God, it's so nice. How is everybody doing out there? Did everybody get their rest today? Those that went to work, I hope you got your rest and had your dinner. Yeah. I used to work. I know how it is. I had to come home, take care of my kids. I had to pick them up from the babysitter. I almost had to jump on the babysitter. You mess with my kids, I have to straighten you out. Yeah, be careful with them babysitters. You might have to do something to them. Change your babysitter, get you somebody else, and keep your kids yourself. That's why I worked the night shift. I worked the night shift when I got off. The husband had the kids in the day, and I had them at night. No. I had them in the day. He had them at night. So I worked the night shift. He worked the day shift. Yeah, we fixed it where we kept our own kids. Yeah, but you know what? This is 2025. I'm going too far back because you guys got to remember I'm up in age now. I'm up in talking nonsense. I got to be careful what I say because we got a lot of young parents on here. A lot of young parents that ain't the same generation as me. I'm a baby boomer. I forgot I'm a baby boomer. It's totally different when I was back in my time. Okay, so we're going to talk about the snaps tonight because this is information you guys need to know. You need to know this. But I'm going to speak to everyone that came into the room. I'm so grateful to have you here. Shout out to my moderator, Amy. Said hi, Amy. I will check it soon, Amy. And then Bay Solo is coming with 4 Republicans voted against the tariffs against Canada. Because Canada ain't playing. Canada started stopping the tourists from coming over here. Canada said they're not giving us no more of their money. So you can't be going against everything of Canada. Canada ain't playing. Y'all gonna hear about it. Shout out to Tiny. Said hi, Amy. Shout out to Michael. Like Michael said hi, Tiny. All right, Amy coming with the rules of the chat. Be respectful of fellow viewers. No bullying, no disrespectful to the host, which is Babe Solo in the house. Yes, no disrespectful to the mods or to the guests or to those that are watching outside to chat, those that are watching outside to chat. If you decide to come into the room, please be respectful to all the ones in the chat room, and you will gain your respect, and then we will gain ours as well. And now all the rules on here goes the same for Babe Solo. Yes, it does. I shall not be disrespectful to you, period. I should not bully you. I should not be doing none of these things to you or spamming you as well as you try to spam me. But if it start happening, I know what to do. And my moderators already know what they're supposed to do. So let the mods mod the room, please. Thank you so much for the ones that would love to come in and be with us. You're welcome on Babe Solo's chat with the family. Thank you, Amy. Amy said, hi, Tiny Michael. All right. Amy said, welcome to all subscribers. All subscribers, okay? Subscribers, new subscribers, all subscribers from all over the world. Babe Solo's channel and family. Thank you, Amy. I like that. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for the welcoming. I hope they feel welcome because they are truly welcome over here. All they got to do is just keep watching. And then one day they come in, then they'll feel comfortable enough to come in and chat with Babe Solo and family. All the moderators, they are so cool. I got the best moderators ever. I don't care what no one say. I do. Because they know how to handle themselves. And I love that. But shout out to Tiny. Tiny coming with another welcoming from Tiny. She said, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Everyone, even the one outside the chat, those that are watching the replay. Thank you for joining Babe Solo. I'm Babe Solo, everybody. Hit that like button, subscribe. It's free if you haven't already done so. And Babe Solo, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you from my heart. Let me show you. From my heart. And if you see that barcode at the top, if you scan that barcode with your phone, you hit it, you go straight to my channel, you can see my videos, live, shorts, broadcasts, posting. There's a lot of good stuff in the posting. I think people should go look because there's some stuff that events are coming up and they got dates on that's not expired yet. And then if somebody want to take their children and things like that, it's there under the posting. So it's nice to go there if you have time. And my broadcast and my playlist shows everything I do, no matter what it is. Yeah, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you so much, Tiny. Thank you. All right. Let me keep going on. Tiny said, hi, Michael. Shout out to Joshua Gabriel. He said, hey, Babe Solo in chat. Hi, Joshua. And Amy said, hi, Joshua. Shout out to my moderator, Miss Regina in the house. Hey, from Babe Solo in chat. Hey, Babe Solo in chat from Miss Regina, everybody. Welcome back, Miss Regina. We miss you. And you stay safe and blessed and do what you got to do. All right. Yes. All right. Now we say Sean D 414 said, good evening, Babe Solo, and everyone. Everyone, even the one outside the chat, we welcome you. We're saying good evening to you. We give you blessing, we give you power, and we give you strength, and we give you love. I need to get a bracelet like that from Panda Express. From not Panda Express. I love Panda Express. I meant to say Pandora. I said Panda. Y'all gotta excuse me. I love my Panda Express. I'm sorry, I do. I ain't got tired of it yet. And Amy said, hi, Miss Regina and Shine 414. Oh, they're so sweet. Shout out to Michael. He said, hi, Miss Regina. Hey, Michael. All right. Welcome. Shout out to Deborah Arizona Honey Bees in the house. She said, hello to all the chat and moderators. Hey. All right. Amy said, Jeffrey not playing around today. No, it was good. It was hot. It was hot. I got to play it. I got to play it. I'm going to play it, Amy. It was hot. Yes, he was. He stood strong. That's why I said, this means war. I ain't trying to knock nobody because there's a whole lot of people. Do not read people comments. You know, when y'all go to these different channels, it will disturb you. People are so negative and rude. They say ugly, ugly things under the video. And it's just so disturbing. To keep those comments in mind and keep you from freaking out for what they're saying, try not to read people comments under those videos. They're terrible. They're very, very terrible. Yes, they are. And Sean D 414 say, hey, Amy with the heart and the rectangle heart and the prayer hands. Thank you, Sean. Deborah Arizona B said, oh, you are awesome. All right. Thank you, Deborah, for that great compliment for everyone that's in the chat, outside the chat. I hope they solo is too. Sean D 414 say, hey, Deborah with the honey and the bee and the prayer hands and lots of love. Thank you, John. Amy said, they don't play. Oh, Amy, it's going to be good. I can't wait to play the video. I can't wait because I was enjoying that video. Sean D said, hey, Micah with the prayer hands and the yeah. Y'all go ahead. Oh, I got some men's in here. I got Joshua, Sean D 414, and Michael. Oh, yeah, we got some men's up in here. Hi there, Michael. Michael said, hi, Sean. Okay. And Sean D said, hey, Tiny with the prayer hands and the love. Yes, yes, yes. Sean D said, hey, Miss Regina and Joshua. Prayer hands with the stronghold and the He ain't telling y'all to beat nobody, okay? That bass solo doing her look. Kung Fu Fighting. I got to get that song, put it up there one day. I got to play Kung Fu Fight. I'm going to make sure I have it up for Friday night. I want to do some Kung Fu. I'm going to practice. I make up my own Kung Fu Fighting. Okay, so babe, so I'm about to get started. Because I'm not going to hold you guys long because, everything is not too much anymore because they're fighting amongst each other. The people are fighting amongst each other. Yes, they are, the Democrats and the Republicans. And Jeffrey's not, okay, I read that part. Let me go on down. All right, Michael gave some beautiful flowers, people. Thanks for the flowers, Michael. I'll take them, don't nobody else want them. I'll take them flowers, Michael. Thank you, Michael, for the flowers. I need to go in and show some love. Let me see something. Let me see, can I get in my chat this time? I remember the last time I want to get in my chat, they wouldn't even let me in my own chat. I don't know if it's my internet. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. So I'm going to try again and see, can I get in my own chat? All I know, when I tried to go in my own chat, something was strange about it. Something was very strange about me going in my own chat. I was like, wow, I can't get in my own chat. It's doing it again tonight. See? Why they won't let me in my own chat? Sometimes I can get in, sometimes I can't. Let me see. Can I try another direction? Something ain't right. Something ain't right about this. Okay. All right. I'm not going to worry about it, but I'm going to continue what I got to do. Okay, people. Baby Solo is going to bring you the information about the SNAP. I have to tell you about the SNAP. It's important. There's a lot of us get SNAP. And people in my family gets it. And I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm not ashamed to say it because I know the SNAP benefits helps low-income people. They help people that turning 18, 15, those girls and men that are having children before they get 21. People have kids early and they have to have some type of help. So, the SNAP program is happening. And it's been happening for decades. It's always been here. It's just that the Republicans have been trying to take it away. Long time ago. They've been fighting against the SNAP program. They talking about they need to get off their butts and go to work, do this, do that. There is people that gets off their butt and go to work. They in my family. Now, I can't talk for other people's family, but I know my family goes to work. Yes, my family goes to work. And so my family is not at the point where they will give up on their life, what they have to do. They do what they have to do to survive. And I'm proud of them. And I thank them for being that way where I don't have to sit over here and worry, are they going to get a job? Is they going to keep their benefits? I don't have to go through that because my family always had a job. And I thank God for his grace for blessing them to be able to have a job. The jobs are out there. They are out there. You just have to go out there and apply for them. And just wait on your blessing, and the good Lord will bless you to be hired by someone. Yes. There's a lot of people do 2 and 3 jobs. Yes, they do. They actually go out there and do them. Yeah, so I was looking for the SNAP, but I got to go slow. I still haven't cleaned out my, what you call it? I haven't cleaned out my, let's see, what is this? Let me see what this is. What is this right here? Yeah. Okay, they said it's coming early in 2025. The new EBT chip and tap card, tap or insert to avoid the trap. Okay, they really trying to stop the scammers, you know what I mean? Because some people get your card and they'll just start using it and then you lose it. They can easily use your benefits, you know what I'm saying? So they're trying to stop the scammers as well as making people go to work. People was already going to work in the first place if y'all really think about it and look back. Some people got more money than some people got less money, but let's not put people down because you got a better money than the other person or more or less, whatever. You know, we all got to survive no matter what. We all need to survive. That's how I see it. I never look down on other people on their income. I'm just grateful they have an income. And like I say, the younger people, they will be on Medi-Cal and Medicaid, and then they will get SNAP because they don't have the job yet because they be having children. And those with younger children will not get taken off their benefits because your child has to be older. You got to be 18 to 64 to go to work. If you have no children, they definitely going to have you try to go to work to keep your benefits. Those with children, they don't go to work because they have to take care of their children. But if their kids are older, yes, you have to go to work to keep your benefits for those that are on the program. And from what I read, there's millions and millions and millions of people on the program. I'm going to stop looking. I'm going to cancel that out. But I'm going to read what I have right here, people. Check your mailbox. You're going to use this at your local EBB merchant store. You look for the contact icon. You tap and insert your card and enter your PIN, just like you do with a debit card. You know they got the chip on the debit card. I got a chip on mine. Check your mailbox often for your new card. All existing benefits will transfer automatically to your new EBB card, and your PIN will stay the same. You don't even have to change your PIN number. This is for information for people that's on this program, and those that are watching can spread it to the people they know, and you can also do a replay and find out more. And I will post this on my page. It says some EBB retailers may not accept the tap or chip. So don't worry about that. Just try and use it the way you've been doing. That's like swipe it. Because the chip might not work right away because you know it's new. If you have any questions, please contact the EBB customer service hotline 877-328-9677. And I will post this flyer underneath my post on my page. So I'm going to take this down, and now I'm going to read to you guys what I got. This is the update. This ain't no last week. This was today's news. SNAP benefit deadline is of November the 1st. It's going to be issued to every state in the United States of America. The United States Department of Agriculture, USDA, has set a deadline for states to comply with expanded work requirements at the SNAP benefits. Now you see what I'm getting at? It's about working. Why it matters. Earlier this year, the Congress passed a one big, they say beautiful, but I say it's ugly bill, which reversed Supplement Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, work requirements by narrowing eligibility for exemption from the 3-month time limit. This limit applies to able-bodied adults without dependents. These individuals can receive SNAP benefits for only 3 months. These are people that don't have no kids. You can get it for 3 months within a 3-year period, unless they meet certain work requirements. Now, if you go to work, you're going to get it every month. Every month. About 42 million people across the country receive SNAP benefits, which help low and no income households afford groceries. While SNAP benefits are paid for by the federal government, States are responsible for managing and administrating the benefits. Y'all hear that, right? The state is responsible. The government sends everything to them. And when you go apply to the office, now they do it online, I believe. They do it online. They're starting to do stuff online. You don't even have to go into the office or over the phone, apply for your SNAP benefit for those that don't have it already. What you need to know, the USDA memo sent to all states agency on October the 3rd. It's already been sent out, you guys, October the 3rd. Ordering states to begin complying with the new work requirements for November. The work requirements going to start up in November, people. All right. Those that are already working, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Those that don't have a job, you get it for 3 months. Then you get a job, you get to continue to keep it. Yes. The new rules reverse who qualifies for exemption from SNAP 3 months time limit for the big beautiful bill. Duh. That's what the big beautiful bill did to us. The upper age limit for exemption has been raised to include individuals up to age 65. The other week it was 64. You okay? Come on now. Y'all changing the age that quick. You see how quick they do this? Now they say 65 and up from 59 years old. The exemption for caring for a dependent child now applies only to parents or guardians of children under 14, reduced from under 18. When you were 18, you could get SNAP for 18 on down. Now they changing it. 18 on up, got to go to work. Your 18-year-old got to go to work just to get SNAP and Medicare. But the 14 and under, they get to stay on with no problem. No problem, people. Other exemption for homeless individuals, veterans, and young adults who age out of foster care of 24 or younger have been removed. Damn. Wait a minute. Other exemptions for homeless individuals, veterans, and young adults who age out of foster care of 24 or younger have been removed. Okay, so if they're 24 years old and under, they're going to have to go to work from the foster care. This is foster care. Those who are pregnant or unable to work due to a physical or mental condition remain exempt from the work requirements. Do you guys hear that? The OBBBA, I don't want to say the big, you know what, also established some new exemption for Native populations. The Trump orangutan administration has urged work requirements will reduce dependency on federal welfare programs and will help save taxpayer dollars. Where is it going, orangutan? Where is the money going? Nobody ain't told us that. The critics, including Democrats and food welfare experts, have said they will create additional barriers for accessing welfare for American neediness. What people are we saying? These are the people that are going against the SNAP. In a joint opinion of New York Times, shout out to New York Times that published this, in May, the Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the man with that voice, Center for Medicare and Medicaid Service Administrator, Dr. Oz, Horticulture Secretary Brooke Rowland, and Housing Secretary Scott Turner said, establishing universal work requirements for able-bodied adults across the welfare program we manage will polarize the vulnerable, empower able-bodied individuals, help rebuild thriving communities, and protect the taxpayers. That's what they see. It's been going on. They ain't doing nothing new, but they are taking money from the Medicare and insurance companies. Our agencies are united in a very straightforward policy approach. This is them still speaking. Kennedy and that Oz man, able-blooded. Oh my God. Able-bodied adults receiving benefits must work, participate in job training, or volunteer in their community at least 20 hours a week. Limited exception will be made for good cause, like caring for young children and health issues. But the principle is clear. Those who can work should. So that is what it's all about, people. Do not panic. You working already. If you getting your benefits, do not worry yourself. The Food Action and Research Center said in response to the memo, SNAP is one of the most effective anti-poverty and pro-growth program in the country. Every dollar in SNAP benefits generates up to $1.80 in local economy activity. Cuts to the SNAP are cuts to local economies, especially in the areas that are in the small areas, like in the cities that are very, very small, like in the countries. Yes, the urgent areas. Small grocery stores, farmers, local business depends on SNAP purchases to survive. The countries already face high rates of poverty and food insecurity than the national average, with 1 in 7 households relying on SNAP. We call on Congress administration to reverse these, demanding the provision restored flexible to the state. Our nation's commitment to protect the right of every American to put food on the table. This is not about policy. It is not about politics. It is about people. It is about what kind of country we choose to be. This is what's being said, you guys, by the Food Action Research Center. They know that the kids and stuff going to go hungry by them cutting this and trying to make people go to work when their kids need babysitters and things like that. It's going to be hard. You allow it to happen in your household. Brittany Casino, CEO of Aid Kit, a public benefit corporation that helps the government agency and nonprofit administrator aid program, told the Newsweek people may lose benefits not because they don't want to work. Do y'all hear that? Not because they don't want to work, because they can't meet the document or comply requirements. Many families are facing real but invisible barrier to work, need additional support in order to achieve lasting stability and self-sufficiency. You know what I'm saying? You can get a job, they can fire you next week. Come on now. Don't make it hard for the American people like this. You can't even keep a job sometimes. People just don't like you, they'll get rid of you. You ain't got to do nothing wrong. You can get a job and the next week you won't have a job. So what is this orangutan and this Republicans doing by signing this big, ugly bill to make people work that cannot even find work? They might not even have experience. You know what they want today? You could be overqualified and they won't even hire you. I've seen it happen too many times. Okay, what happened next? The USDA memo outlined that all states must comply with the bill that they signed July 4th, 2025, mandate work requirements starting from November the 1st. Basil is done with the information. I will post this under my video tonight so people can go back and look at it. Those that don't want to hear this stuff, I think you need to listen to it because you got friends that SNAP. You got friends on Medicaid. You know what I don't like? These negative people that don't get SNAP and Medicare, but they want to talk bad and ugly about other people. Don't you know your day is coming where you might hit rock bottom? You could lose your job. Somebody can scam you and take all your money out your bank account. Somebody can steal your car. Somebody can blow your house up. And then what? You're going to go to Medicare. You're going to go down there and file for SNAP. So don't put people down because they're on the SNAP program. Don't put them down because they get Medi-Cal. And some people can get both Medi-Cal and Medicare. It's how low your income is. And that would be great to have both. That means you don't have to pay nothing out your pocket. No co-payment or nothing. Go down there and apply anyhow. It don't hurt to try, people. It don't hurt to try. Don't feel ashamed. Stop letting people be in your ear. Do what's best for you. Get what you need for you and your family. Don't let your children starve. You can't afford to buy clothes, go to the Salvation Army. I be finding some good stuff in the Salvation Army. Yes, I do. Y'all don't even know some of the clothes I have on came from the Salvation Army. Go ahead, talk about base all you want to. I will talk about, you know what I don't like to? Because I say I wear Salvation Army clothes. Do you know people start talking about me? Oh, she wears Salvation Army clothes. Okay, I'm good. I'm going to keep on buying them. I go in there and find a white shirt for $1.99. You think I won't? Yes, I will. And sometimes we be having a name brand in the inside of the label. Old Navy, Victoria's Secret be in there. Oh, I seen Liz, JCPenney clothes. Got that Liz inside the label. I seen all that. I got me a beautiful wool winter coat out of there. Double breast. It cost me $4 to put it in cleaners to get it clean. And it was a name brand wool coat. I didn't show people about the night lights I done bought out to the Salvation Army. Brand new in the box, 2 in the box for 98 cents. Yeah, night lights. Yeah, you save money. Y'all know how to save that money. So I will be posting it under my channel. And now, do anybody have anything they want to say about the SNAP coming up next month? The work requirements going to definitely kick in for those that never went to work before. This is people that's already working. They already know what to do. But is there anything anybody want to say in this channel? Everybody left me, but it's cool. I'm still going to go on. Here you go. I'm going to go and do my thing. I'm going to do what I got to do. Because there's somebody out there needs this information. They need to know it's the work requirements is kicking in November the 1st. They sent it out October the 3rd to all the states. It already went out to all the states. And you don't worry yourself. 14 and under, you ain't got to worry about nobody messing with you because you ain't got to go and do these work requirements. If your child is 14 on down, you ain't got to worry about it. You still get your benefits for your children and yourself. Now, if your child is 15 on up, they didn't say nothing about 15. You know what's so crazy about this bill? They say 18 to 65. Come on now. What happened to the 17, 16, 15 kids? Those are dependents. Let me tell y'all something. I believe they still going to get snapped for those 16, 15, 17-year-olds. They're still kids. They're not adults. Nah. They're not even adult when they turn 18. A man is adult at 21 by law. Females are 18 adults, but not the men's. Nah. They're just trying to take the money away. But you know what? Hold the line, Democrat. Hold the line. I don't care if nobody don't look at my channel. I'm going to stand firm. Hold that line. I want my benefits. I want my benefits. I sure did. I went and bought me a whole lot of stuff with my medical insurance. Thank you, Michael. I love that laugh. You just made me laugh. Yes, you did. All I'm saying is, if you're already working, you ain't got nothing to worry about. This is for people that never went to work. Never, ever went to work and getting benefits. But if you got small children, do not stress yourself. A training program. You can go to training, you can go train to be an electrician. Go to the programs that are free. I know over here in Dolton, they got a lot of free programs. Dolton people, if you're listening to Bay Solo tonight, you know it's a lot of programs you can go and do and make them 20 hours a week. If I was on the program, guess what I would do? I would go over there to the park and I would pick up that paper and put it in a basket and do 20 hours, 4 hours a day at the park. Yeah. Or I would go down to the township and volunteer to help at the township. Christmas time coming around, they like to wrap them presents to give out to kids. I help wrap the kids. Get them hours in, 4 hours a day. Alone. There's people doing double shift that got the big job. Those people doing some lot of hours. I worked every hour on the clock when I was working. I went to work. I sure did. Sean said, not looking at the bigger picture. Sean, when that letter come in the mail, that's when they're going to be complaining. The Democrats can send it all day, all week. They got a website now. They said when the letter come in the mail, they said, share your story. Share your story with the Republicans, with the Democrats, because they're going to tell people what's happening in your life. since your insurance skyrocket. People like me, Sean, mine's gonna go up. Definitely. The people on Medicare, they're not going through the high-rise cut. It's people like me, the retired people, people that's still working like doctors, nurses, plumbers, public work people, park district people. Everybody's gonna be affected that got a job. But the retiree people on Social Security, they're gonna up our premium. They already taking money out of our checks already for Plan B and A. And I read Plan B last night. It's for your doctor's appointment. It's for your prescription. It's for to go anywhere, ride in the ambulance, things like that. So I'm going to be affected just like anybody else. I'm not left out. Ain't nobody left out, Sean. They are not seeing the picture. They don't want to see the picture. Do you know I'm sitting up here and the more I talk about this, the room gets smaller and smaller. Really ain't nobody in my room but my moderators, tell the truth. Ain't no new person in this room. Because there are people watching though. And those that are watching, the numbers drop, go up, drop, up, up. I guess they're trying to decide should they listen or not. But I think they should. This is not a game. This stuff is real. Amy said, that's why Jeffrey's fighting hard. And I'm praying for them, Amy. I stand with them. Let me tell you something. Right here, it says there's 42 million people across the country that's getting the SNAP. Jeffrey M. is fighting for our insurance, our medical, for all people, for Medicaid and Medicare. We all fall under that umbrella. Guess what? Even the Republicans and the Democrats. I'm talking about the senators. They got to pay insurance. Come on now. You think their insurance is free? Don't you know their premium going to go up too, y'all? Don't you know? Now, maybe the Republicans, they might be sneaky high in theirs because they the one voted for this mess. But I guarantee you they're going to up everybody but theirs. They're going to keep the money in their pocket. Scammers. Thank you for that, Amy and John. Thank you, Michael, for that pass. You're going to slap me in the face, Michael. John said, yeah, I was at that VA yesterday and I seen it. At least somebody in here agreed with Babe Solo, because I'm not coming on here just to keep y'all to watch me and have y'all on this channel. I would run this channel by myself. I can do it. I'm not like the other people. I'm not here to hold people or to get people to look at me and laugh and all that stuff. Yes, I love having fun. Yes, I'm a jolly person. Oh God, my music went off. And then another thing, I'm here to help people. I'm here to give y'all the update on what's going on. The update, it is so important. And I thank you so much, Sean, for letting people know. I hope they reading what you got up here. I hope they reading it. You saw it for yourself. Stay on top of it, Sean, so you can know what's going on. I'm telling her, you know what, Sean, what gets me? Everybody got somebody in their family get snapped and Medicare. Yes. Yes. So right now, I'm finna move on to the video, y'all. Here come the action. Yes. 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 Y'all finna show it right now. I love it. And Amy sent me part of it. Amy sent me the part where he got confronted in the lobby. You know, Speaker Johnson. He got, in the lobby. What is this? This is cute. Okay, I want to see what they meant by that. Yeah, it was a little symbol under my channel. And he got trapped by some, I think they were the Democrats. They were questioning why he did not put the lady, swear her in. And they also swore in 2 Republicans with nobody around. But they won't swear in this lady, Alita. He won't do it. They fronted him. So let's go, people. Let's rock and roll. So, Amy, what you sent me It's inside the video that Sean D404 sent me. It's all in one. It got the whole thing. I don't need to stop and go. It's all in one. Yep, Amy, all that is in one. Yes, it is. Okay, let's see. First, I want to show you guys what happened with the four Democrats that voted with the four Republicans that voted with the Democrats. I got to show y'all that one first. Amy said he asked him to help. I think he was trying to get Jeffrey to sign this petition. He said, "Why don't you sign this so we can extend the benefit, so we can extend what you call it?" He said, "So we can expand and open up the government." And he thought Jeffrey was a fool. Yes, he did, Amy. He thought Jeffrey was a fool. I mean, you gonna walk in up on Jeffrey like that? Yeah. Oh yeah. So let me get it. First, I want to do I want to play the one where Canada. Here we go. This is about Canada.
Well, the breaking news of the night.
Hold on.
Trump has lost another very...
You guys got to listen to this. This is important.
2 nights in a row of breaking...
I'm going to turn the music off so y'all can hear this.
Losing side of a very important vote. Last night, the voters of Wisconsin crushed Donald Trump and Elon Musk.
Oh, wow. This is so cool.
State Supreme... Every...
Let me get it ready for you guys.
One of those. Well, the breaking news of the night is that Donald Trump has lost another very important vote. That makes 2 nights in a row of breaking news about Donald Trump being on the losing side of a very important vote. Last night, the voters of Wisconsin crushed Donald Trump and Elon Musk's candidate for a state Supreme Court justice, and instead elected the candidate supported by the Democratic Party in Wisconsin, Susan Crawford, to be the next elected Supreme Court justice in the state of Wisconsin. But tonight, the Republican-controlled United States Senate made history by voting against Donald Trump for the first time. Donald Trump lost the vote in the United States Senate tonight. 4 Republican senators joined all the Democrats in voting against Donald Trump tonight in the United States Senate, 51-48, in favor of a resolution that would nullify any claim of presidential authority to impose tariffs on Canada. This is the first big crack in the wall of Republican senatorial support for Donald Trump. Republicans voting against the Trump Canadian tariffs in the Senate were Senator Mitch McConnell, Senator Susan Collins, Senator Lisa Murkowski, and Senator Rand Paul. Donald Trump began his day with a social media post attacking those 4 senators, and still they defied Donald Trump. Rand Paul said as clearly as I have been saying for years the truth that other Republicans dare not say, that tariffs are taxes on the American people. Tariffs are a terrible mistake. They don't work. They will lead to higher prices. They are a tax, and they have historically been bad for our economy. Donald Trump's secret is out. Tariffs are a tax on American consumers only. Foreign countries don't pay those taxes. Trump supporters wouldn't believe me when I was telling them that for years, but now Republicans are saying it loud and saying it clear. Mitch McConnell said it today. Now the financial networks like CNBC are saying it constantly. And tonight, the Wall Street Journal, in its editorial in response to Donald Trump's announcement of the new tariffs today, said tariffs are taxes. Pure and simple. Back in the 20th century, a nerdy right-wing Republican in Washington who never held elected office named Grover Norquist bent the entire Republican Party in Washington to his will. It was pathetic to watch. In effect, he forced them to sign a pledge to never vote for an increase in taxes of any kind. And every single Republican member of the United States Senate signed or Grover Norquist ordered them to sign. Every Republican presidential candidate signed or Grover Norquist required them to sign in order to be Republican candidates. And almost every Republican member of the House of Representatives signed exactly where Grover Norquist ordered them to sign, to never, ever, ever support an increase in taxation of any form. Republicans lived in fear of this guy, that guy right there in the middle. At the time, I declared Grover Norquist to be the most powerful unelected person in Washington because on one issue anyway, he had complete control over one of our political parties.
Damn.
Former Republican presidential campaign manager, my friend Stuart Stevens, wrote a book about the Grover Norquist-controlled Republican Party after Donald Trump was elected president, and he titled that book, "It Was All a Lie." It turns out Grover Norquist was and is a lie. Grover Norquist has revealed himself not to be a principled anti-tax crusader, as has every Republican member of the Senate and House of Representatives, because at some point, every single one of them has supported Donald Trump's increase in taxation on Americans through tariffs, which are sales taxes administered only.
Are y'all listening, American people?
Into this country and paid only
We're paying
by Americans in this country. Every one of those Republicans has either actively supported those taxes by Donald Trump or held their cowardly silence about them. And Grover Norquist, the nerd who was once perceived as the toughest Republican operative in Washington, is hiding tonight in his permanent cocoon of cowardly silence about Donald Trump's sales taxes, Donald Trump's tariffs. The last time the gasoline tax was increased in the United States of America was 32 years ago.
Whoa.
With only Democratic votes in the House and the Senate. And Grover Norquist was outraged that Democrats, and Democrats only, voted to increase the gasoline tax in America. In 1993, the Democrats voted to increase the gasoline tax by 4.3 cents.
Listen up, people.
Grover Norquist screamed at the top of his histrionic anti-tax lungs about what a horrible burden an additional 4.3 cents a gallon of gasoline would be in America. What burden it would be for American drivers. And I'll never forget that outrage about the 4.3 cent increase in the gasoline tax, because I was working in the United States Senate at the time as the chief of staff of the Senate Finance Committee, and I personally negotiated that number, 4.3 cents, with the staff of a Democratic senator who was the final holdout on the gas tax increase, the final vote that we needed to get it through the committee. We actually started off by trying to increase it by a dime, but in the desperate last-minute negotiations to get that final vote in the Senate Finance Committee, the most I could get was 4.3 cents, which at the time was roughly a 2% increase in the cost of a gallon of gasoline, 2%. And Grover Norquist went crazy. And every Republican in the Senate and the House, including Mitch McConnell then in the Senate, claimed that the Democrats were crushing the American consumer with
They're
that
doing that again. They're claiming it again.
4.3 cents. Newt Gingrich used it in his insurgent campaign to win control of the House of Representatives for Republicans in the next election for the first time in 40 years. And tonight, Newt Gingrich supports 54% sales taxes that Donald Trump is imposing, and 25% sales taxes that Donald Trump is imposing, and 10% sales taxes that Donald Trump is imposing on everything the United States of America imports from anywhere in the world. That 4.3 cent increase in the gasoline tax in 1993 was part of a complex deficit reduction legislation bill, huge bill, signed by President Clinton that included spending cuts and tax increases aimed at reducing the deficit, which is exactly what it successfully did. It was at the time the biggest tax increase in history, but that record has been broken.
Listen.
Broken by Donald Trump. Republican Mike Pence, who signed Grover Norquist's anti-tax pledge in order to win his seat in the House of Representatives, tweeted tonight, the Trump tariff tax is the largest peacetime tax hike In U.S. history, these tariffs are nearly 10 times the size of those imposed during the Trump-Pence administration and will cost American families over $3,500 per year. And so tonight, we have a new winner for biggest tax increase in history, Donald Trump and his faithful and mostly cowardly supporters in Congress. As I said, Donald Trump attacked the 4 senators who voted against him tonight in a social media post this morning, saying Mitch McConnell of Kentucky, Susan Collins of Maine, Lisa Murkowski of Alaska, and Rand Paul, also of Kentucky, will hopefully get on the Republican bandwagon for a change and fight the Democrats' wild and flagrant push to not penalize Canada. To the people of the great states of Kentucky, Alaska, and Maine, please contact these senators and get them to finally adhere to Republican values and ideals. Senator Collins explained on the Senate floor why the people of Maine did not burn up her office telephones today, demanding a trade war with Canada. Donald Trump, of course, wouldn't have understood everything she said because he, of course, has no idea which country Prince Edward Island is.
Don't mess with Canada. Don't mess with Canada. I'm trying to tell y'all. I had to show y'all that about what's going on. Everybody want to talk about the Republicans and Democrats, right? But the taxes on us, them traps, all that stuff he's doing to the other country, they're not paying the tax. We are. They're gonna send their stuff to us. Everything go up because of him, the orangutan. Then y'all just hear it for yourself. Did y'all just hear it? And Sean say they don't want her to sign the affidavit for the Epstein file. This stuff got the end, Sean. This stuff got the end. They better swear this woman in. I'm going to show y'all that video coming up. Deborah said Trump administration blaming Democrats when they have the majority of the White House and Senate Congress. Make it make sense, Republicans. Count on uneducated racial people that don't do the research. And that's what's going on, Miss Deborah Arizona Honey Bee. There's a lot of people is fighting against the Democrats. They shut it down. They shut it down. No, they did not shut it down. They're not voting for this BS. They know it's not clean. They doing some dirty scamming stuff because they rich. They are rich billionaires. You got to fight billionaires with billionaires. You ain't got no money. You can't fight them. Hold the line, Democrat. Hold the line. People get mad at me when I say that. But Deborah right. Sean is right about the affidavit. And what did you say? Tiny said, yes, I heard it. Sean said, yes, said Deborah. Amy said, hi, Deborah. And then Deborah said, I am not Angela Davis like in the Black Panther 1970, but promised my mom years ago before she went to glory, I will not let no one shut me up and will continue my education. I respect this channel. Oh, thank you, Deborah. I'm not going to shut me up either, Deborah. That is wonderful what you said, because that's what's wrong with people. They want people to follow them. I'm not trying to get nobody to follow me. I'm telling the truth here. You're hearing it with your own ears. I don't come with nobody else's stuff. I give you what's in the news. Everybody's not lying. They're not lying. It's the orangutan and his posse. They're gone. They like the golf course. They eating good, eating lobsters and stuff. I mean, they're eating good, laying up, gaining weight. And then they talk about, oh, so how many people not getting paid? These people not getting paid. Okay, but they getting paid. They still getting paid, and they not even at the White House. They're not at work. What did they do? They sent the FBI and everything after the Democrats when they left. Nobody's going after them. Because you know why? Mike, whoever that Speaker of the House, Johnson, he's in charge. Do you know he's the next man in line for president? The Speaker of the House? Good God Almighty. I can't wait for y'all to see the video. Deborah said, my name is Deborah Arizona Honeybee from Phoenix, Arizona. Oh, shuck, girl, get war. Oh, this means war. You go, Deborah. I like that. Shoot. They don't know who they messing with talking around here. We're going to get through this, people. We're going to get through this. I'm going to show y'all the next video. But anybody got anything else to say? Do y'all understand? People could be looking and hearing, and they still don't want to accept the fact that this man, he going to increase the veterans? Hold on. The VA COLA increase 2026, new rates, eligibility, and payment dates. The VA COLA increase 2026 cost of living adjustment. It's important news for millions of veterans and their families in the United States. This yearly update is in the disability and compensation rates of VA is done by the Department of Veteran Affairs based on inflation. It is made to keep up with the raising cost of living and the food, housing, healthcare. Without the adjustment, the value of the VA disability payment will go down slowly because of inflation. It will be difficult for veterans to manage their everyday expenses in such conditions. So they're going to have to give that increase. It said a VA COLA increase in 2026. The new VA disability pay rate. The 2026 VA COLA increase is set using the Consumer Price Index for urban wages earned and CPI-W, clerical workers of July, August, and September of 2025. Experts are assuming that the 2026 increase could be around 2.5% or 2.8%, but the official number will be announced in October 2025. For veterans, this increase isn't just about financial security, but also peace of mind. Okay, I had to read that to the veterans because I saw it sitting up here with this orangutan face. Okay. So veterans, check your new amount and eligibility. Make sure you check with your your administrator of the place that you go to and watch your mail and everything so you can know what's going on. That is for the veterans. And I'm going to post that also underneath my page. Let me do this real quick. Bear with me, people. Because I do stuff like this. I'm going to copy and paste it. And I'm going to put it under my video. This is something that veterans need to know about. And then when they have time, they can go and they can read it, go back and read it, and then you know what's going on. And they want you to, to check with the administrator of the VA office to keep up with everything, even in the mail. You get stuff in the mail, be careful you don't throw it away as junk mail. Because today I had some mail come in. The mail was crazy. Let me see what that mail looked like. I'm going to give y'all an example. You see this name right here on my letter? I didn't know who in the hell that was. I could have threw this away. It was my life insurance policy. They didn't change the damn name. That's why I say be careful with your mail. You can throw it in the garbage can for junk mail. I tell my family, no, we're going to open every envelope. Open every envelope, then throw it away if it's junk mail. Because if you don't open every envelope, you're going to make a mistake. Oh, Jesus, that's gross. You're going to make, oh, God, that's nasty. God, these doggone ads. Somebody want to look at that mess. What is that? Y'all got, excuse me, I'm having a moment. That ad freaked me out just now. There was some nasty stuff came up on somebody's eye. Made me sick on the stomach. Look at this stuff. What is that? What is that? What is that? That is nasty. Ew. I'm sorry, you guys got freaked out. Amy said, not happening. Michael, you laughing. Y'all gotta excuse me. Oh, I'm having a moment. I'm getting nauseous. Oh, my stomach is freaking out. That was a stupid ad popped up on my screen. God, why do that to me? It made my stomach turn. That was so nasty. You wake up in the morning, that thing sitting on your eye? Come on now. God almighty, give me strength, Lord. I'm nauseous right now. That made me sick on the stomach. Yes. So veterans, make sure you keep watch, check everything, and don't let nothing get past you because you need to know this stuff. You got to know what your cost increase going to be. Because they got certain rates they're going to go by. 2.5% and 2.8%. That's the increased rates for the 2026 the veterans increase for their bill. And Amy said it's not happening. Michael's cracking up, and I don't blame him. I just got nauseous on my stomach. I was trying to go to the Gmail, and then that popped up on my phone. It gave me the heebie-jeebie. God, it made me nervous. Okay, the next video is going to be about the Speaker of the House being confronted. Y'all need to watch this. It's coming up. Oh, my God. This is good. It says it's going to be a breakout in the Capitol. It was Jeffrey Akeem, when a Republican. I don't know who he was, because his back was to me. Oh, my God. It backfired on him. Okay, this happened today. October the 8th. This ain't no old news. This happened today.
This handwriting book is
okay, let me get it ready for y'all.
Handwriting finally matches her intelligence. And to show you proof, she can now write words equal.
So two major altercations just broke out in the Capitol building as MAGA Republicans are getting so desperate. They're trying to pull these public stunts of like getting in the faces of Democratic lawmakers, and the Democratic lawmakers are not taking it and they're fighting back. We have it caught on camera, folks. So the first altercation involved MAGA Republican Congressmember Mike Lawler from New York. He brought the press with him and he was going to confront Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries to Jeffries' face. But Leader Jeffries was ready. Jeffries comes out of his office, gets into Lawler's face, and just utterly exposes Lawler and shows how weak and pathetic Lawler and these MAGA Republicans are. Lawler's like, "Can you sign this?" And Jeffries is like, "You are there just to support the billionaires. You're ripping away people's health care. People are going to die in your district." This was a powerful moment. I think this was Hakeem Jeffries' moment. Watch for yourself. I'm going to play you this shorter clip of what went down first. Let's play it.
You're not going to talk. You're not going to talk to me. You're not going to talk to me and talk over me
New York resident
because you don't want to hear what I have to say.
Oh, I'm listening.
So why don't you just keep your mouth shut? Because you showed up. You showed up. And so you voted for this one big ugly bill.
You can extend it right
now. Permanent extension of massive tax breaks for your billionaire.
So 90% of Americans,
so they can get a permanent extension.
90% of Americans take the standard deduction.
Then the other altercation involved MAGA Mike Johnson trying to interrupt a press briefing that was being conducted by the Arizona senators, Senator Gallego and Senator Kelly, who were calling for Adelita Grijalva, the representative-elect, the congresswoman-elect from Arizona's 7th congressional district, to be sworn in. And then you'll see MAGA Mike just like shows up and is like, I'm here, everybody. I'm here. Maybe you just got to open up the government. No, it's the Trump and Republican government shutdown. And I loved how Senator Gallego and Senator Kelly also got in MAGA Mike's face and said, this is about your cover-up of the Epstein files. This is strange. This is how it's done. Here, play this clip.
Ms. Grijalva, Grijalva has not yet had a scheduled date because she was elected after the House was out of session. So I'm anxious to administer the oath to her. As soon as you guys don't want to be in this, you don't want to be in this discharge. How much of this is totally absurd? You got experts in reference to extracting law. There's nothing to do with Epstein. The House Oversight Committee is working on the Epstein files right now, releasing 34,000 pages and more on the web. No, let me finish. The House Oversight Committee.
This is an excuse so she doesn't sign on to that.
Now let me show you the longer interaction of what went down when you had Mike Lawler, the MAGA Republican Congress member from New York, try to approach Leader Jeffries in this publicity stunt. Leader Jeffries walks out of the office drawing, gets right up in Lawler's face, looks at him and says, you realize how pathetic you are? How pathetic you come in here and you're saying lies? watch this powerful moment right here. Let's play this clip.
Why don't we sign on right now? From your boss? Why don't we sign on right now? Your boss, Donald Trump. Easily extend your boss, Donald Trump. He's not my boss. Yes, he is. No, he's not. By the way, why did you vote to shut the government down? Why did you vote to shut it down? Let me ask you a question. For years, you always you're making a show of this. That's it. You could easily sign on. You're embarrassing yourself right now. You're an embarrassment. Sign on to the bill. Let me ask you a question. Poor Democrats. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. You voted for the one big beautiful, correct? I voted for a tax cut bill that gave the largest tax cut to Americans in history, including, by the way, the average New Yorker getting a $4,000 tax cut. Are you against that? You're embarrassing yourself. You want to cut the standard deduction? The largest cut to Medicaid in American history. You voted for that. Fraud and abuse, by the way. You voted for a permanent controller of New York. Pointed out that $1.2 billion were wasted. You're not going to talk to me. You're not going to talk and talk over me because you don't want to hear what I have to say. Oh, I'm listening. So why don't you just keep your mouth shut? You showed up, and so you voted for this one big ugly bill. You can extend it. A permanent extension of massive tax breaks for your millionaire donors.
Democrats went out and held, I thought, a great press conference in contrast to what MAGA Mike and the Republicans today, their talking point is, do you all know that young pregnant women, they get to reimburse the hospitals less than these like migrants do, less than, I mean, it was such a bizarre press conference that Republicans had. This was the Democratic press conference, though, on point, on the side of the American people. Watch what goes down, as Democratic leader Jeffries says. Our position is clear. The Affordable Care Act subsidies need to be extended permanently. We should help all Americans have health care.
LOL, Michael.
Helping subsidize the lifestyles of his rich and shameless friends. Here, play this clip.
Our position that has been articulated in a bill that was introduced by Senator Patty Murray and Congresswoman Rosa DeLauro is a permanent extension of the Affordable Care Act tax credits to match the permanent extension that Republicans on their own saw fit to do for the wealthy, the well-off, and the well-connected as part of the Republican continuing effort to subsidize the lifestyles of the rich and shameless.
More from Hakeem Jeffries right here, saying this is the second time it's been shut down under Donald Trump. He's nowhere to be found. He's out there golfing. Here, play this clip.
If we're going to get a resolution here, we need presidential leadership. That's what Donald Trump himself said 12 years ago in 2013. If a shutdown happens, the buck stops with the president. This is now the second time that the government has been shut down under Donald Trump, and he's in the Presidential Witness Protection Program. He's nowhere to be found. He's got time to be on the golf course, but apparently doesn't have time to sit down with Democrats in the House and the Senate to reopen the government.
Then we have Democratic Congressmember McGovern. Here's what he said. Let's play it.
I don't know if anyone else wanted to add.
Yeah. You know, Republicans love to advocate for more work requirements for poor people, people on SNAP, people on Medicaid. Well, I got an idea. Let's have a work requirement for Republicans to show up to Congress and do your goddamn job. Millions of people are about to lose their health care. This is a serious crisis we're in, and we can avoid it. We can avoid people losing their health care. We can keep the government open. They need to show up.
Back to Democratic leader Jeffries saying, Republicans are obviously trying to cover up the Epstein files right now. They know that Adelita Grijalva, Congresswoman-elect from Arizona's 7th Congressional District, would be the 218 signature on the discharge petition.
That's right, Amy.
Will you call Speaker Johnson and implore him to swear in Adelita Grijalva?
We have made clear privately and publicly that Representative Adelita Grijalva should be sworn in immediately without delay. Mike Johnson swore in 2 Republican members of Congress immediately after their April 1st special elections were concluded during a pro forma session
when no one else was even around. And that was
these people getting away with a lot of BS.
Jam their one big ugly bill down the throats of the American people so they could rip away healthcare, steal food from children, and enact massive tax breaks for their billionaire donors. Republicans acted with great urgency to swear in 2 right-wing members of Congress to do in the American people in order to reward the wealthy, the well-off, and well-connected. But now, at this moment, Representative-elect Adelita Grijalva, who won by much wider margins than those 2 Republican members,
all right,
no dispute or controversy relative to her election. And so many of us are asking the question, why the delay? What's the delay with respect to Representative-elect Adelita Grijalva? Does it have anything to do with Republicans continuing
LOL, Deborah,
the Epstein files from the American people?
If you're over 45,
Michael said, break out the gloves.
it's not just hair.
Deborah said, sting like a bee. Amy said, Jeffrey don't need no help.
Inquiring minds want to know.
You know what I love about fall? The smell of coffee that fills the kitchen before the day even starts.
I'm going to let this guy talk. This is my test essay commercial. But that is so cool.
For me, it's always iced coffee.
Sean said,
Best parts of fall.
listen, let me get to you guys.
They're better with coffee. With trade, you can
Sean said he reminded me of Obama.
from rich and bold to smooth.
And Michael said, break out some boxing gloves.
Recipes.
Amy said, Jeffrey doesn't need help.
Coffee shop. Perfect.
Deborah said, like Muhammad Ali
It's the number
said,
one
float
coffee
like a
state
butterfly, sting like a bee.
They've sourced the
And
best
Sean said, sting
roasters in
bee.
the country. And I can tell you from experience,
Amy said,
it's unreal.
speaker,
Just got
tag someone.
Santa Barbara, an Ethiopian roast with these.
Hey, Amy, this is good. This is
When I
good.
get my mailbox,
He's doing this commercial right now, you guys. So I'm so happy y'all stayed with me so y'all can see what's going on. Because this is good. I mean, this video has everything in there. It's not pieces and pieces and pieces. They got everything in here. It's not done yet. You know, they got to advertise their
trial at DrinkTrade.
their cups and stuff they sell.
That's Drink
Midas Touch. Shout out to Midas Touch. This is their video.
to get 50% off
Yes.
1 month. DrinkTrade.com/Midas.
This is the fight that we wanted to see, right? Democratic leader Jeffries over here saying these extremists, these MAGA Republican extremists, they ain't even showing up for work. Let's play it.
Take it, bro.
Leader Jeffries, what do you make of Speaker Johnson canceling House sessions this week, and when will you call for the? When do you think he will call for the administration?
House Democrats were here last week. House Democrats are here this week. House Democrats will be here next week. House Republicans are on vacation right now. That's extraordinary. They canceled votes last week. House Republicans have canceled votes this week. We haven't been in session since September 19th.
What?
And on that day, Republicans got out of town before sundown, never to be seen again. As we approach the government shutdown and are now in day 8 of the Trump Republican shutdown. And these extremists don't even want to show up to work when they're requiring hardworking federal employees to show up to work without pay because of the Republican shutdown. And so we've repeatedly made clear, we will sit down as Democrats anytime, any place, anywhere with anyone, our Republican colleagues, either here in the Congress or go back to the Oval Office to reopen the government, to enter into a spending agreement that actually makes life better for the American people and that addresses the Republican healthcare crisis.
Then you have Congressmember Ted Lieu. Here he goes.
Having served active duty in the U.S. military, it is insane not to pay our troops. Some of them are in high-risk missions.
Amen.
And you want them thinking about whether they can get paid, whether they can care for their family. You don't want them focused on that. You want them focused on our national security. And this is going to affect our national security. House Democrats are here. Republicans are on vacation. They need to come back and work and we need to pay our troops.
Amen.
Here we have Congressman Aguilar. Let's play it. Take, for example, Iowa's 1st Congressional District, represented by Congresswoman Mariannette Miller Meeks. This, by the way, is the same member who said she'll hold town halls when hell freezes over just this week. A 60-year-old couple earning $82,000 a year will see their annual premiums rise by 200%. $13,000.
Oh, hell, I can't afford that.
And here we have the Democratic whip, Congresswoman Clark. Let's play it.
And as I looked in my district, as premium notices are coming out, a couple in Massachusetts that makes $88,000 a year is looking at having their premium double.
Those are middle income workers.
Speaker Johnson's hometown of Benton, Louisiana, that same couple making $88,000 will see a tripling of their premium, 3 times. That could be around $23,000 a year for that couple to pay. People can't afford that.
No.
60% of families in this country cannot meet the basics, cannot afford the basics for their family.
Trump wants that $1 trillion. I keep telling y'all, it's $1 trillion in medical.
In premiums are what is going to pull them under. So here we are, and we implore the Republican Party, go talk to your neighbors and hear their anxieties about what's happening to their health care, what's happening in your shutdown you're imposing on them, and get on a plane and come back to Washington and get to work in reopening this government and protecting health care and the American worker.
And what's MAGA Mike been doing? Oh, talking about how he doesn't like Bad Bunny at the Super Bowl and how Lee Greenwood should be the halftime show. Oh, MAGA Mike, you definitely know what the American people are thinking about MAGA Mike. Here, play this clip.
Any reaction to Bad Bunny being chosen as the Super Bowl halftime?
I didn't even know who Bad Bunny was, but it sounds like a terrible decision in my view. From what I'm hearing. What's that?
How come?
Oh, you look stupid.
It sounds like he's not someone who appeals to a broader audience. And I think, there's so many eyes on the Super Bowl, a lot of young, impressionable children.
Yeah.
In my view, you would have Lee Greenwood or role models doing that, not somebody like this.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
And what are the American people thinking? Our friend Don Lemon interviewed Americans on the street to see how they feel about the shutdown. Play this clip.
Who's more responsible for the government shutdown, Democrats or Republicans?
Republicans.
Republicans, definitely, yeah.
Republicans.
Why is that?
Since they have the power.
Republicans. Why so? They control the House, the Senate, and the White House. Who else would be responsible? I would assume the Republicans.
Republicans.
I think it's the Republican. One party is in control of all 3 branches of government, and I don't think that there's really a spin this is the Democrats' fault.
I would say Republicans are good for one thing, themselves.
I mean, with everything that's going on and everything that Trump does, I think we can.
And while the shutdown's taking place, folks, just know that $20 billion of your taxpayer money has now bailed out Donald Trump's MAGA puppet in Argentina, Javier Milei. And he took that money and he threw a rock show to celebrate his new book called, it's a new book, Construction.
What the hell is that?
Taking our taxpayer money, pyrotechnics, fireworks show in Argentina with taxpayer dollars, as Donald Trump does not want to extend Affordable Care Act tax subsidies and rip away health care. How utterly despicable is that?
Crazy.
And subscribe. Let's get to 6 million subscribers. Thanks for watching.
Love this video.
This stuff was good, you guys. I don't know about y'all. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the shoot. Deborah said, wait a minute, let me get my music on because I'm about to get off of here. I told you I wasn't going to hold y'all long tonight. I just wanted to get straight to the point, straight to the news, straight to what's going on. Deborah said, yes, child, 414. We will keep them up past their bedtime with knowledge and fight. Thank you again for your service as a Marine veteran. I salute you. With my wrong arm, though. I'm sorry about that. This is my left arm. Oh, my God. This is something else. They are killing me. They are killing me, you guys. I can't believe this. I can't believe how they are doing this. But we're going to be all right, y'all. Just hang in there. Hear me? Just hang in there. I salute you to all veterans and all the veteran soldiers, all the ones that so they didn't even get their family home. It just touches my heart when I hear that, people's families didn't even get their family back home. But that guy that Trump bailed out that was performing on the stage, I don't even know who that was. He look a hot mess. Oh, he look a hot mess. Oh my God. Yes. Oh my God. He's a hot doggone mess. Yes. So anyway, I want to put my song on. You guys been awesome. You guys really been awesome. I thank y'all for having patience. Shit. Y'all been awesome. Child. And don't you cry. Thank you, Mike. Thank you for the love. Deborah said, I said it last week. Aaliyah from Arizona was the 218th vote, and now they want to drag out her swearing in. There are Republican cowards that are scared and don't want to fight the fair United States of America. Hang in there, everybody. Don't let it get you down. Stay strong. Please stay strong. Please stay strong. Don't let this stuff get to you. I thank y'all so much for bearing the time with me and being patient. Wasn't it a good video tonight, you guys? Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Deborah. How to be Michael, Tiny, Miss Regina, Joshua, Michael, and all the viewers that watch you from the outside of the chat. Thank you for watching. I hope you got something out of my channel. Enjoy the whole mission. I'm gonna say good night to everybody. God bless each and every one of you, but I ain't gone yet. Sean D, say good night. Thanks, fella. Everyone, God bless. Don't take nothing less, y'all. Don't do it. We're gonna stand, we're gonna hold the line, y'all. Hold that line. Toward the death. So bring the dance, y'all. Move on up. All different enemies. I really enjoyed myself. I don't know about you guys, but I enjoyed that video. Hakeem Jeffries for president. Who knows? One day he might run for president. Who knows? Yeah. Hey, what about baby girl? I wish I could say good night to you guys. Yeah. That was beautiful. One tonight, beautiful, you guys. I enjoyed myself. I don't know about you guys, but Babe Solo had a good time. I had a good time. I enjoyed watching our Jeffrey get involved with that man in that lobby. And he walked up on him. I love when he walked up on him. He said, "You shut up." I love it when he told him to shut up. The Babe Solo about to let everybody get out of here. Y'all know I got to go to my favorite song. It's a shame the way the orangutan is running the country. Yeah, you know it's a shame. It's definitely a shame. I want to thank everybody for coming in tonight with Babe Solo. I thank you for hanging out with me. I want to holler out to the new subscribers, all subscribers, non-subscribers. I want to thank those that was watching Babe Solo channel outside the channel. You are welcome anytime you want to see what Babe Solo got going on our channel. I am coming in to help people, to bring them what's going on, get an update on what's happening with our money, because I got to worry about my money too and my medical as well, because I'm involved in everything. We all in this together, people. But hold the line. Hold the line. Don't give up. Keep the faith. Good night, Michael Sean D, 414, Deborah Arizona B, Amy Tiny, Miss Regina, Joshua. Babe Solo said peace, love, and happiness, and blessings. And good night, Amy. Good night, you guys. Hope to see you soon.